Hello, BookTube. I have a couple of book announcements to make for you, announcement videos. Don't make them that often, but I love to do it when I have things to crow about, and I do. I have two things to tell you about, both of which I think are well worth pre-orders on your part, even though one of them I have not yet read, which is a little bit rare. I usually don't say that. But the first one I have not only read, but I have participated in. Regina St. Clair has done another HorrorTube anthology. Some of you remember last year and the year before that, there were HorrorTube anthologies both those years, and they were great, great fun. So when she asked me to write the preface for the new HorrorTube anthology, I gladly said yes. So though you Steve Donoghue completists out there want all of my published prose, you're going to get this. You're going to line up for it. You're going to like it anyway. This is 24 great horror stories, including a lot of returning favorites from earlier HorrorTube anthologies and some new names. This is Lurking in the Dark. We have we're continuing our classic cover art routine. This is full of great stuff, stuff that you're really going to enjoy reading. It comes out in mid-October, I think, just in time for Halloween, but you can pre-order it. I will leave a link to it down below. The last HorrorTube anthology did very well. It was incredibly refreshing to see that BookTube is willing to put its money where its mouth is willing to support its artists, support its writers. So just in case you didn't know, there is a new HorrorTube anthology coming out just in time for Halloween, Lurking in the Dark. And I am in here. I did not write a story for this one. And I'm really sorry about that. I wish that I'd been able to. Some of you may remember that I took on a sort of offstage writing project of rather mammoth proportions that took all summer. I knew it was going to take all summer. And it's been sort of a drug on the market the whole time that I've been going through the summer. The whole time I've been doing anything. It has been there. And it is done. It is accomplished. So, but it was accomplished too late for me to do a story for Lurking in the Dark, unfortunately. But I'm still in there. I have a preface. If there's a HorrorTube anthology next year, I will certainly be in it. But then there's another book that I want to recommend to you. I want to recommend that you pre-order it because it's by an author that you know. Almost certainly. If you watch BookTube, then you almost certainly know this author. This is The Secrets of Hartwood Hall by our own Katie Lumsden, who is the host and has been for the better part of a decade of Books and Things here on BookTube. She is the Victorian era's #1 fan. And this is a Gothic novel, a Victorian Gothic novel, just a classic thing. A woman goes to a creepy old house in the west of England. She herself has all sorts of baggage that becomes better revealed as the book goes on. But the house itself has creepy antagonistic servants, creepy antagonistic family members, whole parts of the house that are walled off or heavily marinated in age-old family lore. You put all those elements together, you're either at a South Boston Irish Catholic reunion or you're in a Gothic novel. This is a Gothic novel, a classic Gothic novel by one of our standard-bearer booktubers. I haven't read this yet. Katie's U.S. publisher has not seen fit to grace me with an advance copy, but I intend to buy a copy, and I'm urging you to as well. It would be really neat, I think, if BookTube made this book a success. I think that's very simple. But maybe not this exact book. This is the U.S. copy. This is the U.S. cover, which comes out in February, I think. And you look at it and you see a silhouette and lots of Photoshop, and it's okay. It's serviceable. But the UK copy looks like this. Ornate wallpaper that is molding and falling off the wall. An infinitely better design. In other words, as always, an infinitely better design. And since we live in a multicultural, transnational, transactional world, you could easily pre-order the UK copy, right? Might be a little pricier, but consider how many Books and Things videos you have watched and enjoyed over the years. One way or the other, you should pre-order this book. I intend to. We should all pre-order this book. Katie is one of ours, after all. So I will leave links to both of these things, Lurking in the Dark and The Secrets of Hartwood Hall. How amazing. Her debut novel is, of course, Victorian. Victorian to the hilt. just wonderful. So I will leave links to these down below. There's just 2 book announcements for you to stretch your already stretched wallet. But I will wrap this up for now. That's all for this video, and I will see you soon. Thank you, BookTube.